All right, welcome back everyone to another episode of the Play It Up Loud podcast. Did I say that right, guys?
Nope.
Play it up loud. You got Game Boy on the brain, mate. That's awesome.
Oh man, I can't believe, yeah.
We should keep that. Play it up loud.
Welcome back, guys.
That's awesome.
How is everyone going? How's Germany, Sean? What's happening over there?
Heaps actually. Germany's good. I'm going good. We'll get stuck
Nice.
into a bit of that soon. And yeah, how are you, Mike?
Yeah, good, man.
Your sexy
Good.
Netherworld
Busy. Yeah, the new Netherworld shirt. I love it. The Caco Demon. Just getting its eye blown out of its face with a shotgun or something.
Cop that.
How you going, Dennis?
Stinky demon.
Good, sir. I'm very good, thank you. Been bloody busy as well, like you blokes, and I'm sure we'll get around to that at some point. But yeah, otherwise, really good. Ready for BPAC for sure.
Yeah, that's
Ooh,
it.
yeah.
Only a few short weeks away now.
I got
How
one
about you, Neil?
question.
How you doing?
Where's the beef?
Oh,
Yeah. The beef is
Yeah, well,
the beef is steaming.
how's the beef?
The beef's
The
steaming.
beef
buddy.
is steaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds gross.
Been super busy lately, but super
Yeah.
excited about Kong Off. Got some pickups to talk about later, and some new PBs. And I've been looking into some stats, which I love to do for the Kong Off. So yeah, really looking forward to sharing those.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Nice.
All right, today we are going to be having another special edition for BPAC 2022, which is the Brisbane Pinball and Arcade Collective exhibition event happening this month, in the middle of this month, 15th through to the 24th of July.
15th to the 24th of July, correct? Yep.
Yeah, it's just the biggest arcade and pinball comps that happen, I think, in the Southern Hemisphere, I'd say.
Yep. Definitely biggest one in
I don't know
Australia
any
at
others.
the moment.
Yeah,
Let's just
for
claim
sure,
it anyway.
of course.
Who's going to prove us wrong? Screw
But
it.
yeah,
It's the biggest
you know,
event in the Milky Way universe.
No, Milky Way.
Oh.
But yeah, we're just going to run through the events, let everyone know what's happening, what's coming up, some of the games that are going to be appeering there. We probably can't cover the pinball games that are going to be there unless anyone of you
Yeah,
guys
it's quite a
specifically
lot.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be hundreds, more than that.
Yeah.
There'll be hundreds of machines at
There's a lot.
the event.
There's lots of
between-
Dave to do
between
there.
pinball and arcade.
Yeah.
Yep, for sure. All right, we'll
Special
just
food
roll into it
delivery.
then. Oh, nice.
Sorry. What the fuck is that? Looks good.
Interrupting again. Jesus Christ.
She just wants to be on the podcast, I reckon. Babe, just ask, all right? We'll have you on as a guest.
All right, kicking off with the first day on Friday, the 15th of July this month. It's a big one for the Donkey Kong community. It's their first comp as well, which is the Donkey Kong Level 3 competition. So it kicks off at around 7 p.m. that Friday afternoon, and it's the highest score to the end of Level 3. Whoever gets the highest score, all the points, pressing techniques, and they'll be coming out. It's going to be a pretty intense.
Absolutely.
Intense afternoon of intense warm up. Yeah.
So
Also,
Mr. Techio
just to
must
cover-
be the favourite.
just to cover,
Oh, yeah.
Mike, it's a double elimination comp. Is that right?
Right.
That's how we ran
I'm
it
not-
last year. I'm pretty sure. So
Oh,
you get paired up
Maybe it
against
is, yeah.
someone, and then like the winner stays on, and then like you get a mark against from the loser, and double elimination. I'm pretty sure that's how they ran it last year. So I don't know if they're doing the same thing, but yeah, just thought I should
yeah.
let people know how it runs.
Yeah, fair enough. And that same afternoon at 5 p.m. is the Pinball Fair Strikes event for any of you pinball aficionados out there who want to jump in. The next day, on the Saturday, we've got the first day of the Australian Kong Off 5 qualifying day. So that'll be running from 10 a.m. right through till 6, 7, 8, 9 at night. It's going to be hours and hours of Donkey Kong. There's going to be, how many cabs are we going to have there, Dennis? Any ideas?
Anywhere between 14 to 16. That number's still a little up in the air at the moment, but
Yeah,
I think we're going to have 16 for the lineup, but I can't commit to that because if I say 16, it'll end up being 14 or around the other way as well. So
there's going to
around
be
that,
more
around
than
that
enough
number,
machines.
it's going to be bigger than next year. How do I know what's going on next year? Last year, which was 12 cabs last year, and so this year, yeah, it'll be more. So I'd like to think that we're going to the magic sort of 16 number, but we'll see. Leading up to the event, whatever we can get a hold of, and I guess as Adam and I go through and test everything and make sure everything's working, and we'll see. But it's going to be bigger than last year. So
yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot to set up and test. So
yeah,
we're busy.
For sure. And will we'll be seeing Adam's video selector in action as well?
Yeah.
For the stream.
So,
that's a big one. They've
been busy testing that out, which is a custom-made piece of equipment for you folks listening on the podcast. That it's an S-video channel switcher, which Adam's developed and built a PCB for, and made a little hard case and everything for it. So we saw that at the last BPAC meeting. It's a pretty cool little piece of kit. And it will do the job of, it'll have a web user interface that whoever's running they'll be able to switch between whatever feed from whatever cabinet if someone's having a good game. And the theory behind that is that last year we had a couple of Mr. videos that were in cabs 1 and 2, which was great for the finals. But during the qualifiers, if someone had a great game, it made it difficult to see what they were up to without disturbing them. So we were moving a couple of cameras around. And I know that in your peripherals, obviously, the reflection on the bezel, the bezel when you're playing, you can see someone setting up a camera behind you, and it can be a little bit distracting. So this way, all that we need to do is tap into the feed, and it's and collect that video signal passively, and that way we can check on what everyone's up to. If they're having a good game, we can switch to that and show you some highlights. So it'll be really good.
So
such a
direct feed from
the
feed from the arcade board.
Yeah, direct feed from the video out of the board. So that'll get picked up.
Wow.
In
On
S-video.
how many cabs can it take at once?
16 channels for input, and there will be 2 for output.
Wow.
So
so you can switch between 16 tabs. That's amazing.
Yeah, so then there's
pretty awesome, eh?
There's 2 channels for output,
so cool.
you can see the top 2 games at any point. And it's a bit difficult with a Twitch stream. I know that when I'm streaming on Twitch, that anytime you show a video display on a stream, it takes up a fair bit of the screen. So anything more than 2, you don't really get to see well enough what's going on the screen. So 2 is a pretty good number to work with, and that's what Adam ended up designing. And I can't wait to see it. I've heard that it's tested working beautifully. So yeah, I just want to see the real thing. I like playing with cool new stuff. So we'll have a chance.
That's awesome.
Looking forward to it. It's going to be amazing seeing that thing in action, when, especially on like finals day, when it's the head to head.
Yeah.
And we could have we could have 8 people playing at the same time, like eight competitions, 16 people playing. And if we someone at the very end of the row that those 2 are having a mad verse off, just switch camera straight over to them.
Yep.
You just choose who we want to see.
It's so cool. I love that shit. Technology is awesome. Especially
that's
new technology to make viewing or helping out old technology better, like any mods or new boards that people make for any kind of project like this. It's just fascinating.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if someone went back in time to like 1981 and there was a Donkey Kong tournament and you gave them this board, like, we can actually show people around the world 16 people playing Donkey Kong and switching between them. They'd be like, you're full of shit.
Yeah. I think of that with Mame Dude all the time. Like, do you want to imagine just having a machine that plays all arcade games if possible? Imagine saying that to someone in the 90s. They wouldn't believe you.
Yeah. They would just be like, you're the devil. You're lying. Yeah, nah, bugger off, mate.
Yep.
I'm gonna go play Centipede.
All right. So yeah, so that's the Australian Conga 5 qualifying day, 10 a.m. on the 16th of July. Also on that day, there's a few other things happening, which is also at 10 a.m. was the classic target match play for pinball. At 6 p.m. there's going to be the Anzap ceremony, and then at 7:30 p.m.
is that
Norbert? Oh, sorry, you go.
Oh, sorry. Is the Anzap ceremony like people getting presented with awards and things like who are part of the kind of the Australian and New Zealand arcade and pinball community?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, so
cool.
Very much like what happened in 2019. If you're not aware, listening to the podcast, and you don't know what an Anzap is, it's Australia, New Zealand Arcade and Pinball. It is a, I guess it's a body that has been created to recognise the achievements of all aspects of gaming within Australia and New Zealand. There is a ceremony that is run every BPAC by the organisers of Anzap, and they will set out some awards. There are the Outstanding Achievement Awards, which are awarded to people who contribute a significant feat in arcade or pinball game culture, which usually there are quite a lot of people, and as you know, just from everyone in the community, guys, there are a lot of people out there that are really avid gamers and really achieve some amazing stuff playing all of these old classics. And so we have quite a lot of people that do that and get these awards every year that are given for a few different categories. I'll have a look at them, and we can maybe cut back to that just so I'm telling you the right thing. But
yeah, for sure.
It's really cool, and it's great to be a part of as well.
Maybe the Play It Up podcast will get an award for contributing to gaming
maybe
culture.
We'll get two,
or maybe
because we're that good.
Oh,
I think
that'd be cool.
Dennis and I were inducted into whatever, or like the achievement thing for I think I had Wonder Boy at the time, and Dennis got it for Double Dragon. Yeah,
that's correct.
So you guys are Anzap Hall of Famers.
Not Hall of Famers.
It's an outstanding achievement award. So I've actually got it here. If you guys want to,
outstanding. Oh, look at that
there.
That's cool.
I'm not sure if you can see that or
cool.
not.
No, it's perfect.
Man, I want one.
So I got that for Double Dragon.
That's awesome.
As Neil mentioned, and so that I got that in 2019, and obviously we didn't have anything in 2020. But sorry, my cords. I've got so many cords here, and everything's getting tangled.
But yeah, there is Hall of Fame, I think, or some kind of achievement on that kind of level, where I think Andrew Barrow is in it, and Rob McCauley. So that's who's like Rob McCauley is probably one of the best classic arcade gamers in well, he's up there in the world. So
ever, right?
Yeah. So that's the kind of caliber that you need to be to get into the Hall of Fame. So yeah.
So I'm here, and that's up there somewhere.
That's crazy stuff. Crazy.
Rob McCauley smashed my Burger Time score. It's the only score I ever had on the Netherworld leaderboard, on the chalkboard. And he came in, I think mine was 60-something thousand, and he got like over 1 million.
You got robbed.
Yep.
I got robbed 100%. And he also took me off the Twin Galaxies. I think it was him for Missile Command on Atari 2600 on the.
Oh wow!
Neil were like number 1 and 2, and I guess he saw that and was like, "Oh, what's this? This is a joke."
This. Yeah.
Who's this Sean Ruler joker? He's so easy to beat, and he beat me again.
So, I don't know if we'll edit this later or not, but I can give you the categories now. I've got that information in front of me.
Oh yeah, give it to me.
Get ready, prepare yourself. So there are a few different categories for Anzap that are awarded for different things. So there are competitors, so people like Andrew Barrow, Stephen Edwards, Rob McCauley, Richard Rhodes, Peter Watt. people who have contributed a significant amount to gaming culture here in Australia and New Zealand that have had an impact on the world stage. And so someone like Andrew Barrow, who is an internationally recognised gaming competitor, and I think he went and won. Mike, what was the name of the? So we had Gala here in Australia. What was the Gallagher event that Andrew went over and played in? I can't remember.
Score Wars.
Oh, that was the Score Wars, was it?
Yeah, Wolf Score Wars. Yeah.
Right on. Yeah. And so very, very well known, and great guy, and contributes a lot to the culture, and so therefore awarded a competitor award from Anzap. They're also honorary inductees. So, for instance, Walter Day, and also Jeff Harris and Jeremy Young of DKF. So those guys have also been awarded honorary inductee status, even though they're obviously from the United States, but they contribute something to our culture here in Australia and New Zealand. And so therefore, it's the honorary category is there to be able to present somebody who's given us that significant change to the culture. We want to be able to award that, which is really great. So that that category exists as well. There's also titles, so specific games actually awarded an Anzap award as well. So at the moment, there are a few different categories that have gone through the years, like The Hobbit from 1982, which was I wish we had Phil on to discuss this stuff, because he's got a very in-depth knowledge of all of these different games, because he's one of the key people that looks at the looks at all the awards. So The Hobbit from 1982, Warlords 1991, Orbit 1 Pinball that also received an Anzap, and Untitled Goose Game as well recently, which was was a really recent one, and is an awesome game. So that received
really
one as
cool.
Well. There's also
hopefully during BPAC we can get Phil Day aside for a chat with us as well.
Definitely.
Record some stuff with him.
Further to that, there is also venues and tournaments that are awarded in Anzap. So the MGL, Main Gaming League, is an awardee of Anzap. Same with Southern Hemisphere Pinball Championships as well. That's another one. And also Netherworld as well. It's been given an Anzap, which is awesome. The last major category is contributions in media and journalism as well. I think Janet Carr, she was the producer of Good Game on ABC for quite a few years. So Janet was key in that show, and contributed a lot to the culture of our gaming in Australia and New Zealand. So she was awarded one, and also Carl Jobst as well for contributions to journalism. And I think that was last year that Carl dropped by.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, and
That's
on top of all of that, there is what Neil had mentioned previously, which is the outstanding achievements. And so they are the individual efforts of people like myself and Neil, who have been lucky enough to receive an outstanding achievement award. So people like, I do have a very long and distinguished list of people here, but it includes people like Johnny Bond, Alan Stall, Tyson Hargraves, Jason Smith, Danielle Peck, Matt Tecchio as well. Our very own Michael Kibbe got one of those as well. And Jon Tannahill, Aaron Hall, John McNeil, and a host of others as well. So yeah, I'm hoping that we'll see quite a lot of those this year, guys, in that ceremony. So I think, looking at the schedule last time, Mike, there was 2 separate ceremonies that were planned for Anzap. Do you have the calendar in front of you? Can you see if there are 2 separate ones?
Let's have a quick look.
Just interested to find out.
While Mike's looking that up, I looked up Andrew Barrow. I looked up his championship before with a score wars that he won, and he got $10,000 for winning that, US dollars, I'm guessing.
Good.
How good?
Amazing.
That's just like, so like that's including like a free trip to the States.
Yeah,
and,
basically.
Free accommodation. And yeah.
would have covered probably about half of the beer that Barra drinks, I think, as well for his trip.
Man, he cleaned up.
Beer's pretty cheap over there, so
it is.
maybe
Yeah, that's true.
It's true.
Coors.
Coors Light.
No other Anzap ceremonies. There's just the final awards ceremony.
Okay, mate.
On the 24th. Yeah, awards and wrap up. So that might. Yeah, I don't think the Anzap stuff will be part of that.
Excellent. Yeah, so there you go. But that really explains how Anzap will fit into the ceremony side of things for that, guys. And yeah, should be really cool to be a part of. And I can't wait to see who gets an award.
Hell yeah. Do you reckon the Donkey Kong kill screen's too common of an award, too common of an achievement to give out an award for it?
I think only a couple of hundred people around the world have managed to reach a kill screen in Donkey Kong, though. So
yeah, true.
I'm not sure.
I just want to I just want an award. You know, it'd be cool to have one of those certificates. Maybe if I get the max out in Tetris. I don't think many people in Australia have done that.
I don't think anyone in Australia has done it, have they?
Oh,
they will soon.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. It's my plan.
Nice.
Getting there slowly. Yeah.
Anyway, getting back to the events listing. Also on the 16th.
Oh, sorry, Mike. Sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. Yeah, got to keep it on track somehow.
Good man.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, shut up, Dad.
Yeah. just after the Anzap ceremony at 7:30 p.m. is the Norbert Nicer Cup Teams Challenge, which I assume is another pinball event. I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next, on the 17th, we have on the Sunday, we have the 9 a.m. is Pinball Classics Target Match Play Finals. At 10 a.m. we have the start of the Australian Kong of Fire Finals. So it's going to be a massive one for us if you guys are going to qualify. You and Neil and Dennis, yeah.
Probably not.
That's yeah.
I'm hoping to.
I'm going to be drinking beer one way or the other.
I'll be cheering you on unless I have some kind of amazing magical run on the day before. But
they happen. They happen, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got 130,000 today.
Man.
Yep.
I've gone up 15k.
Hey.
Oh shit.
Something.
So that's going to be And at 6 p.m. that night on the Sunday is the Classics Flip Frenzy. All right. On the
Flip Frenzies are really fun and really crazy.
They are.
So yeah, there's nothing like a BPAC Flip Frenzy. Wow. I was unprepared for the last one. They're nuts.
Now we'll get to that. We'll get to the final frenzy at the end of the listing here. Yeah. So on the 18th, what we have is the Brisbane Pinball Club at Netherworld starting at midday, and Netherworld is hosting Pinball Club for that session at 4 p.m. at BPAC at the Brewdog Brewery in Murray Reed. There's the free play session. So from 4 p.m. onwards into the night, all public welcome to come in, play the arcade games, play the pinballs, have a load of fun, just see what it's all about. Come and check it out.
That's all. It's all free play, eh?
Yeah. At 6 p.m. on the 18th, 6 p.m. that night, we have the two-headed monster competition at Netherworld. So that's the two-player event where some person will be doing one of the two will be doing the controller, the other person will be doing the buttons. Someone will have the steering wheel, the other one's going to be doing the pedals, that type of thing. So it's
awesome.
A two-player comp that'll run with two people versus two people, and it'll be. I've heard it's a lot of fun, and I'm not going to miss it this year. That was something I've regretted from missing last year for sure.
Yeah, I missed it last year, unfortunately. I was busy doing some setup stuff. I think can't remember what was running at that point, or there was something the next day, and I couldn't make it. But I remember hearing how great it was, and I was like, "Nah, I'm not missing out on that next year." Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I will be missing out on it, so up yours.
We'll
2023
next year.
2023.
It'd be a postcard. Yeah, well, awesome.
Awesome.
Can't wait.
All right, the next day on the 19th of July, we have the Big Bash at the park in Coomera, which is another massive pinball competition.
Awesome.
At 12, Also during that day is the road trip to Flipp'd. Flipp'd, the bar arcade up in Toowoomba. Yeah. So I'm going to be
Bring
I'm
your
gonna be heading
drinking
up
hat,
that day.
boys. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be driving back that night, so I'm not going to be drinking. So
Bring your sober hat, Mike.
Yeah.
I will. Yeah,
I'll probably be getting roped
You're
into
going to be
driving
so
as well, but that's
hydrated,
okay.
bro.
You can come in my car if you want, Dennis. The offer's there.
Get a bus, boys. Get a bus. There's heaps of buses going
A
up
party
there,
bus
isn't
there would be awesome. If we could wrangle that.
Oh yeah.
Let's check it. Let's
An hour
do
and a
some
half,
thinking on that
an hour
one.
and a half plus back to Brisbane with everyone that's had a skinful after going to Toowoomba for the day.
Can you imagine
that'd
everyone
be-
being drunk on the party bus on the way back going down that fucking hill? That would be hilarious.
I can imagine what it'd be like after. Wouldn't be good.
Chunda Central.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think I could stay on the bus drunk like that. No way.
Oh, could be a strip pole too. Neil could show off some moves.
No,
Could be.
There's a pole around.
Yeah.
Look out. No pole is safe when Neil's around.
That's it. After 3.
So it's going to be it's going to be a great day. We're going to a whole bunch of us are going to head down. Hopefully we can rope in a bunch of intestaters as well. Take them out to Flipp'd and have a great day out there and just check it out. It's an awesome little arcade bar, and we don't get out there enough.
Yep, that's to you, Sydney siders, pinball peeps, because Flipp'd is a very cool pinball place, and it's definitely worth checking out. So, if anything, I know that it's a big trip for you guys to come up to Brisbane to BPAC, but it's definitely worth making the extra trip and the time to come out and see Flipp'd at Toowoomba. It's a great place. So, pinball people, arcade people, make sure you come and check it out with us. It's going to be amazing.
So go to Flipp'd or get flipped.
Hey,
How good's that? Should be
That's
that
great.
slogan.
there you go. There'll be shirts.
And also, so that's going to be a big day out and back. Some people might stay the night in Toowoomba. I don't know. I'm going to take the day out there. Just have a day trip and come back that night. There's going to be loads of fun. Also, that day as well on the 19th at 4 p.m. they're going to be running another free play session at Brewdog. So, public, anyone is welcome to come in, check out the games, have a lot of fun, throw some credits in some crazy games, and enjoy. Yeah. All right.
Awesome.
The next day is a bit of a busy one. On the 20th at 10:30 a.m. at Multi-Ball Mania, which I believe is in Wynnum. They're having Multi-Ball Mania-thon.
Hey,
there you go.
What is there a pinball place in Wynnum?
I believe so. Yeah. It opened up
What?
not very long ago. I haven't been to check it out yet, but it's
That's
meant to be
super
really
close to where I'm moving. No, I'm moving in with my parents for a bit when I get back, and that's really close to Wynnum, so that's fantastic.
Sweet. Awesome.
Oh,
That's all right. We'll have to sling them a poster.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Also
I'm just
on
going to
the
go
20th
in
at
there and put
midday.
it up and walk out.
Walk out again.
If you just take a left from your mum's house and then just go down the street about a kilometre, you're pretty much there.
Hey, if you really knew, you would know that's way off.
I'm brewing here.
Oh, come on, Neil. Jeez, mate. Where's the beef?
I'm glad you've kicked the habit, Neil. It's so few mum jokes.
That was a very good one.
Good.
Also that day for all the arcade folk hanging around town at 10 a.m. at One Up Arcade is the 1cc Marathon Day.
Oh yeah.
So they're going to be all BPAC people invited to come along, and we want to see 1 credit clears on these arcade machines. Any machines all the games, give them a shot. Just jump in. I think we had over 30 1 credit clears last year.
Yep.
Something around 30th.
Yep.
Let's it's going to be fun. I'm going to be having a crack on a few machines. Will you guys have a go as well? What do you?
Oh yeah.
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 I'll give it a crack.
There's a few that I've been able to chalk up a 1cc on occasionally, so give it a shot. Should be fun.
Nice one.
Might be around doing some streaming stuff this year, but we'll see. I might be able to get off my duties for a bit to play some games.
Yeah, cool, mate. Definitely.
Yeah, it's definitely worth coming to. So primarily for the arcade folks, that one. The One Up have been expanding their pinball line a lot lately, thanks to Marcus at One Up doing a great job. But the one at 1cc Marathon is basically around, like Mike said, completion of all of these games. So it's definitely worth getting to. So make sure that you mark it in your calendars so that we see you there and show us all your stuff and show us the games you can complete. It's really cool.
Yeah,
great day.
It's
see
an
a lot of
amazing
expert gameplay.
Yeah, it's an amazing spectator event as well. Like just to see people just destroy games they know inside out. It's
you learn a lot.
Yeah. All right. So also so on the 20th, that afternoon, 4 p.m., another free play session at Brewdog. All welcome, all public. Come in, play the games. And then there's also for the pinball side of things that afternoon is the Herb warm-up qualifying day. The first day of the Herb warm-up qualifying, which I think is how they set their brackets or set their.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not familiar. I'm not familiar with the pinball side, so hopefully we can speak to somebody about that. Maybe when we're there at the event and get across how all that goes down, Mike. Good to know.
That'd be great. Yeah. On the 21st, the next day at 4 p.m. is the Herb warm-up qualifying day part 2. At 5 p.m. is the three strikes tournament, which is another pinball event. And then at 6 p.m. is the Brewdog Teams Royale. And I don't know much about that.
Yeah, so that's something that's the competition I'm bringing into it. So it's randomly drawn teams. So like literally the idea is you grab a colored banner, headband from a bag, and that's the team. Like whatever color you choose is the team you're designated to.
Wow.
And yeah, it's just a bit of a team competition. So bit of like rules about certain people playing the same game a certain amount of times and things like that. But yeah, so the idea of it is just to have a fun team event. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Nice. So and that's all arcade games, yeah?
All arcade, yeah, that's correct.
Sweet. Brewdog Teams Royale. That's going to be, that sounds like, should be insane.
Yeah.
Good idea, Neil.
Yeah.
Sounds like Survivor, kind of, people grab their buffs,
Yeah.
put their headbands on, and just Survivor arcade. Thank you.
The next day on the 22nd is another massive day for BPAC. At 10 a.m. start, we have the Herb warm-up qualifying day 3, and that's also at 10 a.m. is the first qualifying day for Australian Arcade Championships.
Oh,
so that's when everyone will be getting in with their set amount of tokens, and I think you use that set amount of tokens to set the best scores you want on the machines you prefer to set your scores on, and that
I'm pretty
that
sure
sets you up for the competition.
I don't believe that there are tokens for qualifiers this year, Mike. I believe it's unlimited games, but I could be wrong.
All right, we can just cut that bit out of the podcast.
No. I'll check that with Tanner though. Just make sure that I'm saying the right thing there, because you may be right. Not sure, but I remember something changed. And
I think you're right. I think that's what he's saying on the Game the System Discord. Is it's open for any amount of credit drops as you want. So
okay,
all right.
And your games are like your the machines,
top 5.
Yeah, just get off between games.
Yeah, cool. I'm down for that.
Your top 5 scores or something that count towards your qualifying?
I think so.
Yeah, something like that.
Nice.
All right.
Keep Barrow away from Gallagher then.
Yep. Barrow's only allowed to play Street Fighter games and that sort of thing.
Yeah. Give someone else a chance, mate. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
So also that day at 12 p.m. start is the Australian Women's Pinball Championships.
Cool.
Go
Following
Ree.
that, 5 p.m. Oops, sorry.
Go Ree.
Yeah, go Ree.
All the girls going to be out there smashing the pinballs. At 5 p.m. that afternoon is the Herb warm-up finals for pinball. And then at 6 p.m. is Hyper Ultimate Punch Alpha, Way of the Fist, which is the arcade versus fighting comp here. Now, I'll just bring up the games list for that.
Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a wild one this year, guys, because no particularly One-Up Arcade have been focusing on growing the fighting game community with the selection machines that they've got there. And over the last year, there have been quite a lot of good players that have started to emerge from the community and have been coming to playing at these competitions. So we've had our usuals who are really solid, accomplished players, and we've had people that have just come in just as a one-off to play a game that they know, and they decimate everybody. And so these people have starting to get into the community and hanging out at One Up a lot more, and they're all very interested to play in this tournament. So it's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing to see what comes of that, because there's going to be some really great competition.
Yeah,
it's going to be big. All right, so just to list some of the games I'll list the games for that competition. We've got Guilty Gear X, Soul Edge version 2, Street Fighter 02, which is awesome fun, Tekken 3, which a lot of people know, but that's a good one to have in. My favorite, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. I hope I get at least 1 or 2 games on that before I get knocked out of the comp.
Yo.
Virtua Fighter 2. And X-Men Children of the Atom.
Yes.
And that's the list, yeah.
Yep.
Wow, what a selection. I don't know if there's anyone who's really good at all of those. Maybe Peter High.
They're deliberately made diverse to try and level the playing field out a little bit, which is good, because everybody's got their own select series that they're really amazing at. So by having a lot of selection available, it really allows people who do specialize to have their one thing, but they've to really be good and move on to the next level, they've got to stretch and be good at a few of them, which is going to make it amazing. So John's done a great job at structuring that event as well. Yeah, really cool to see.
That is nice. And it's also a really good atmosphere. It's very friendly, competitive gameplay with the people you're playing. It's not all that serious. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Last year's was really fun playing. I don't normally play fighting games a lot, and I entered and managed to even win a couple of rounds, which was pretty cool. So nice. It'd be an interesting one to just jump in and have a game of, even if you don't play a lot. Like, there are going to be some great players there that are going to be sort of off on their own, I think, pretty much. But there'll still be like a body of people like us that are, just there for a casual game and a bit of a laugh. And, you never know how you'll turn out once you start playing. Just low-toe everything.
I remember playing. I remember playing Shane Tuaka last year in Tekken Tag, and I didn't know the tag function how it worked. And I'm playing it, and he's like, "Tag out, Mike. Tag someone in, and bring some more health in." Oh mate,
I don't know how.
Yeah,
crazy. I'm like, what is this game? All right, so that's that's the fighting games. Well, I guess I didn't go over the AAC games after announcing the qualifying day on the 22nd, so we'll just run over those real quick. The official game announcements as of now. So we've got some reimagined classics, which is going to be Pac-Man Arrangement, Q*bert's Cubes, Gallagher Arrangement, Super Space Invaders 91, and Elevator Action Returns. Do any of you guys have you played those games before?
Nope.
None. No.
That's great.
I've played a few games of Elevator Action. I've never played Elevator Action Returns though. But,
I don't know why return. He got what he came for.
Oh,
did he get the wrong suitcase? I don't know.
maybe it was the wrong building. Yeah. I don't know.
Oh my god! I hope it doesn't return with the same music, because I will strangle someone if that music.
That is a great song.
He loves it.
It's the best.
Yeah, I kind of like it too.
Top 10.
It makes me cry.
Do it. Mike will just get up and walk off.
PTSD. Fuck this. Oh man. The next selection we have under oddities and obscurities. We've got Monkey Ball, Tapper, Arkanoid, Road Riot Fall Drive, and Hellfire.
Oh, they found a Hellfire. That's amazing.
What? How? I heard that's really rare.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah, I heard it's a horrible game as well.
Hellfire.
I heard it's worse to paint the cab.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
What's the top tip for Hellfire, Dennis?
Stick in the top right, basically. Stick in the top right where all of the all of the helicopters emerge, and try and pick off as many as you can as early as you can. You need to get an idea of when those really fast torpedoes come in through the water, because if you stick in the top right, you don't have a chance to move when the torpedoes come. Then you smoke. But it doesn't happen very often, and you need to learn when they come. And if you do that and you play the game enough, then it's okay. I was talking to Kibby on his Twitch a couple of days ago, and he was saying that Barra's been playing that a lot. So I was actually I was kind of hoping that I might be able to maybe win at my own game, but I don't think that's going to happen. So
if Barra decides otherwise, then I don't know. You might be shit out of luck, mate.
Yeah, pretty much. So but that's all I've got, and that's only based on like the limited amount of games that I've played. And we're looking at maybe the next day or so that cab should be fully complete. So hope to provide more on the next podcast about it, if it's before BPAC.
And is that going to stay then afterwards? That just it's going to live in your awesome Danny's dungeon?
Yeah, I got to find a home for it here. So, but we'll definitely talk about that a little more in a bit. I didn't want to slow down anything in case like you had the rest of the announcements to do for the games as well, Mikey. So,
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Sorry.
I'll keep rolling in. So the next set of games we're going to have under Fighting Heroes. Got Captain America and the Avengers. Got something that Neil's a bit of a fan of, The Punisher.
Yeah, Punisher's awesome. Yeah,
hell yeah.
Also from the fighting game comp, they'll be pulling in Street Fighter 02 and Guilty Gear X, as well as X-Men Children of the Atom. So I assume they are single-player score-based games.
Yeah.
As when you're playing,
The Street Fighter 02 for you guys who are watching on video for the podcast is going to be that cabinet there. So just finished fitting that one out, and so it's got completely refurbished everything in it. So it's all nice and schmicko, ready to play. It's even got old all the original MCA buttons that would have been on those cabs back in the day. So I pulled them apart, reconditioned them all, so they're all playing like amazing, all new micros and everything in it. So both the MCAs are working beautifully, and nice
Can
clean
you run
CRT
back and
to
click
play
around a little bit so I can hear how good it sounds?
Oh,
Or is that
right.
too much to ask?
I think that my camera probably wouldn't reach, so I'd be happy to show you guys a little more, but it's too far. I'd end up
We can
pulling
do
my
some
laptop off the stand.
ASMR off camera.
Yeah.
You know, you put the microphone right up to the buttons and click, click, click. Oh,
Yep. Oh.
All right, up next, the next category, we've got the shooting gallery. We've got R-Type, which I am so glad is coming. So I've never played it in an arcade machine before, so I am stoked that I'm going to get to play it.
It's coming in an original R-Type Nintendo cabinet as well. So
that must be Pelly's, right?
It is, sir.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah.
The cat's out the bag.
On your Pelly.
We also have a game I've never heard of before called Lock On. Have you heard of
Sega
Lock On?
game.
Okay. Is it like an old one?
It's a gun game, I think. You guys played Lock On before?
Maybe. I just
Big
don't
D,
recall the name.
Yeah, I don't know. Yes, there is one of those cabs at 1UP. So it may be that, it's going to be there for BPAC, which would be rad.
Apparently, it was originally a VR shooter. Like you'd wear a VR headset.
Oh,
I don't know.
right.
That's this version.
Oh yeah, like it was like a laser shooting game, like a laser tag.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I used to have Lock On in the backyard, but surely not that. That's different.
We're going to have everyone running around the venue shooting each other with like. No, I don't think the pinball guys would like that. Just go and stand in front of someone's game.
There exists a way to perform target practice with a headset and gun. So I don't know if this is what they're doing, but maybe there's a headset and gun and there's a target practice game that people will compete in. But it could be just a different lock-on in general.
Yeah, I think it's a different lock-on, bro.
It's an arcade cab, guys. It is a 1UP. It's like a gun game. I think it's I can't remember if it's like a pistol mount or like a machine gun mounted to an upright cab. wish I could remember what it looks like. I guess I could just Google it real quick and see what it looks like. But
yeah, everything I Google comes with these like laser tag. But that doesn't show it. Even if I look for arcade, it doesn't come up with an arcade machine. But yeah, who knows?
But this like lock on, it's kind of like a space, like a fighter pilot game. But I don't know if that's it.
I'm seeing a lot of stuff that isn't lock on. Sorry, Mike. I digress, but
yeah. Now we'll move along. The other games in shooting gallery are Terra Cresta, Lethal Forces 2 Gunfighters,
cool.
and Heavy Barrel.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I hear a lot of good things about Heavy Barrel. I've never played it, but I'm looking forward to it. It always gets a good rap. So.
Yeah, I had a shot at One Up last time I was there. It's pretty fun. Pretty fun.
Yeah, right. Does it play like Midnight Resistance, Mike?
Nah, not at all. It plays more like
it's got Heavy Barrel's got rotary sticks, right?
It does. Yeah. So it plays a little in that respect. It plays a little bit more like Outzone. Just a little bit slower, a bit more of a slower pace.
Kind of like Commando, sort of like where you walk and shoot and stuff.
Yeah. It's like in between Outzone and Commando sort of thing. Yeah.
But with some rad sort of rotary sticks where you have to, if you've got a turn to shoot, because I know that it's a rotary stick game. But I thought it was like side scroller. It's not.
No, I think it's more like the Commando. Yeah, there's a decent port on NES
top down
of Heavy Barrel, I believe.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Nice.
What do we have next? In the puzzles and platformers selection, we have Mario Brothers. I assume is the original 1983 versus Mario Brothers game. We've got Crystal Castles, which is a funky little game.
Trackball, right?
Yeah, it is.
Trackball control game.
I love trackball games. I mean, that one's off chops. That one's on drugs.
Got a real tough one here. Ghouls and Ghosts. That's in the list.
Ghoulies. Yeah.
Also got Clacks.
Yeah, that's Mark's cab that's coming up, I think, shortly.
Nice. He's going to smash people on that.
Yeah, it'll be him and Ryan.
Clacks? Oh, I haven't played Clacks.
Oh, Clacks. Yeah, I saw Kibby playing that the other night. And I was like, what's he playing that for? But now it makes sense.
And also Quicks as well, or Kicks, whichever you say it. Yeah.
Kicks? I've never heard it mentioned
as Kicks. Steve at One Up said it's meant to be pronounced Kicks, but it's got a Q, so.
Right.
Got no U, so.
Yeah, no U. You're only allowed to spell Qantas with a Q and no U. That's what I got taught in primary school.
Words to live by, definitely.
It's such an Aussie lesson to learn.
Yeah.
Now, you always come after Q, you little buggers, unless it's Qantas.
And that's the end of the official announcement listings. Yeah,
Rad.
For the Australian Arcade Championships. Yeah, so that was awesome. Qualifying. Man, the first qualifying day on the 22nd. Also on the 22nd at that night at 7 p.m. is the Joker's Wild Challenge, which is another pinball comp.
You have to dress as a Joker, though.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
On the 20th.
I'd go as Heath Ledger. He's the best.
Yeah. Best Joker.
I just watched Joker the other night with Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah, that's a solid
pretty
movie.
out there, hey.
Yeah. Very, very good.
It's actually pronounced
intense movie.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Is that right?
No. Joaquin Phoenix.
Anyways, on the 23rd of July. Yeah, it is. Yeah. On the 23rd, we got at 10 a.m. the Brisbane Pinball Masters qualifying. And then also at 10 a.m. on the arcade side is the day 2 of the Australian Arcade Championships qualifying day. So everyone jump in and just start smashing their games out. Then on the final day of BPAC, the 24th, 9 a.m. have the start of the pinball with Brisbane Pinball Masters. 11 a.m. we have the Australian Arcade Championship finals beginning. Around 6:30 p.m. there'll be the awards ceremony and wrap-up ceremony. So all one, just giant session at the end. And then after that, at 7:30 p.m. it's everyone's favorite event of BPAC, which is the final frenzy. It's going to be a pretty wild one this year. We've got arcade games as well as pinball machines for everyone to play on in this massive mad frenzy, which is it's going to be an insane night.
That's so awesome.
Yeah,
really looking forward to that.
Man, you guys are in for an absolute treat with BPAC. Eh? That's so good.
Yeah.
Is anyone taking the whole week off and just like going to town?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll be there every day. Yeah, mainly because I'm sort of doing the tech work there for some of the events, but yeah, it's going to be huge. There's going to be so much stuff there. It was packed last year, and this year there's going to be even more stuff in there. So I can't wait to see it all in there. Like it's something special about just walking into the brewing hall and seeing just row on row of amazing, finely set up pinball machines. Just everything ready for battle, and then the rows of arcades, and then more rows of pinballs. It's like, yeah, it's incredible.
I feel like there's more to do for like the week this time as well. I don't know why I feel that way, but yeah, it just feels like it's just becoming a bigger and bigger beast each year. So
yeah, I think we take the advantage to learn what works and what everybody's enjoyed, and do more of that. We definitely had some things that or events and things that people got to do that people really enjoyed, and so then that was like that was a very front and center point of discussion to say, oh, this is great, it worked, and how come it worked, and how can we do more of this thing? So that's where it sort of started to snowball a little bit. Yeah, so what we've got this year, hopefully it's going to be a lot more of that.
Yeah. And I'm going to be supplying coffee as well. There's going to be some iced coffees going on at the merch standpoint from Subculture.
Yes, sir.
Because we're sponsoring the ultimate punch.
Oh, good on you, Mike. That's awesome.
Hyper ultimate punch alpha way of the fist.
Yeah,
that's the one.
Such a big name.
Oh, just nice. The name then.
You do. Got to keep people buzzed, Mike.
That's it. It's going to be some strong
people
little,
need their drugs,
just a little bottles, just a little 30ml bottles, but every bottle's going to have a double shot of cold drip in it with either filtered water, soy milk, or regular full cream milk. And
does the winner get like 10 liters or something, like a barrel of cold drip? Lifetime supply.
No, maybe next year.
No.
So I mean, outside of volunteering at BPAC this year, I'm also going to be making coffee on the side and stocking up the fridges and stuff there too for the merch stand.
You busy boy.
Good on you.
So you're busy boy. So yeah, looking forward to having the whole week off to be able to fit everything in and not stress about only being able to attend after work. Like last year was a bit tough. I think I only had 2 days off last year or so, and it was so hard to organize because Ree was volunteering quite a lot as well, and it was just hard to sort out what we do with home, with the dog, with food, with just organizing cars. But yeah, having the whole week off is going to be. I've actually got the Friday all the way through to the Monday following off, so
cool.
A bit of extra time to relax and hang out and see everyone and catch up with all the dudes from interstate that we don't see very often. We haven't seen for 2 or 3 years now.
Yeah. That's going to be mad. It's going to be a really key part of it, isn't it? Just that it's looking more and more likely that there's not going to be anything that's going to get in the way of this event this year. And it was so devastating last year when everything had to get cancelled at the last minute, and that people who made it in on those flights made it in, and everybody else had to suck it basically, and just those felt horrible for everybody. But this year is going to be huge. You're going to have people that are going to want to have 2 years worth partying and fit it into 1 year. So it's going
for sure.
It's going to be pretty cool. Stay out of the way.
Definitely like people like Sean Tagg. Like we haven't seen him since Kong Off 3 and J-Mac, people like that, the Falcon.
Yeah.
So
Paul,
really looking forward to seeing those guys again. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Tax is going to be frothing.
Yep.
Yeah, man. For sure.
Just another kill screener I'm going to have to try and contend with to try and get into a final spot.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
geez. It's not getting any easier, is it, at the Con-Off?
Fuck no.
And then next year you've got me coming back, mate. Yeah, Big Sean coming.
Yeah.
Shit.
Achtung,
Nah.
Sean's
Ah,
He's in the list.
was ist, hör auf. Yeah. No, it's good. Okay, that sounds awesome, Mike.
Yeah,
I'm so excited
that's the
to see it all
that's
on
the beat.
Twitch
yeah, it's gonna be bad.
as much as I can. I guess it's going to be on twitch.tv/Netherworld Arcade.
Yep, and
twitch.tv
there'll be a BPAC one as well.
and BPAC. So it's twitch.tv/BPAC. I don't know. I think we'll put the links in.
Yeah, pretty sure the BPAC one will be for the pinball, and the Netherworld might be for the arcade stuff. I think that's what it was
Right.
last year. Memory.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And I guess maybe Flipp'd will do some streaming and also One Up.
Hopefully, Flip don't stream too much. It'll be a fun day.
And Flip,
Yeah,
yeah,
don't wanna-
Flip is Flip.
Incriminating evidence.
Just
Yeah. Hey, Jerry.
yeah. And Flipped is only open to people that are attending BPAC, like who have come for BPAC.
cool.
So
Cool.
it's
All
exclusive day just for BPAC people to go and enjoy the whole arcade there.
Nice. Jerry's going to be in top form.
Top form.
Yeah.
Yep,
Oh.
always is.
Yeah. Save some beer for the rest of us, Jerry. Don't drink Toowoomba out of beer. You animal. You absolute animal.
That's true.
We love you.
Yeah. Is there anything anyone else wants to bring up about BPAC this year?
No, I think you
Right.
covered it well, Mike.
No, well done, mate, and thank you for walking us through the calendar of events. To really gives you a scale of exactly what's going to happen over that very small space of time. There's a lot happening.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, thanks everyone for joining us for this episode. Thanks for listening. Thank you, Mike, Dennis, and Stroganoff. Where's the beef, Neil? Thank you very much, mate, for the joining us. And yeah, that's it.